Welcome to the Hilton Head Livin podcast. I am your host, OT Gibbons. Our mission with all of our content is to make sure you have the best time in Hilton Head. All the best places to go, all the biggest events going on, and everything you need to know to get the most out of your time on the island. I am joined as always by the star of our content, my beautiful wife and co-host, Jessica Gibbons. How you doing, Jess?
Hey.
All right, on this week's episode of the podcast, we're going to be talking about everything happening in Hilton Head in March. We're going to be talking about our favorite new thing that we tried last week. And as always, we're going to answer the people. But before we get to all that, as you can see, we are not in our living room. We are at Sweet Owl's Bakery in Hilton Head Island. We are joined by its lovely owner, Tony Ann, our friend. Hello, welcome.
Thanks for coming here, guys.
We are so excited to be here.
Yeah.
Jess and I have been looking forward to this forever. And you excited?
I'm very excited. Obviously, they have the best donuts on the island, best bagels for sure, and amazing coffee. This is a Pop-Tart.
That is a Pop-Tart. Homemade Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts, donuts, bagels. I just had one of their Danishes, which is awesome. Can't recommend it enough. Right here in Caligny Plaza, just off of Caligny Beach.
Yeah. And make sure you take a picture in front of the selfie wall here. I've done many.
We've done them together too.
Yes, we have.
Perfect. Thank you for having us, Tony Ann. Thank you. So with that, Jess, what's going on in Hilton Head in March?
So there's a couple of things on Saturday the 1st. So starting off with Benny's Coastal Kitchen is celebrating their 1-year anniversary with a low country boil starting at 5 p.m. and going until supplies last. It will take place on their rooftop and there'll be some live music. The Burnt Church Distillery is celebrating their 4-year anniversary from 1 to 4 p.m. And it is an oyster roast, $40, all you can eat. And they'll also have live music. The Gullah Celebration Rhythm and Flavors Festival will take place at the Coastal Discovery Museum from 11:30 to 3. And it's a day-long celebration of the Gullah traditions, their food, music, and history. Tickets are $20 and kids 12 and under are free. We've discussed many times how the Coastal Discovery Museum is the perfect place to have an event or festival. It's a huge area and it's super easy for parking, and parking is free. Kids can run around. If they get bored, you can go check out the Coastal Discovery Museum is right there, and they have some boardwalks over the water and some cool nature stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
The Darius Rucker Intercollegiate Golf Tournament will take place at Long Cove Club on March 3rd to the 5th, and it's a free event for anybody to attend and showcases some of the country's best female golfers. And food and beverages are available for purchase while you're there. I went last year. Did you go the year before, I think?
I've never been.
It's impressive. These ladies are super awesome to watch. They hit that ball so far. Oh my goodness, the noise it makes, that clunk when you hear it. Oh, wow, it's so impressive. And plus, Long Cove, it is a private golf course, right?
Yeah.
So it gives you like a little sneak peek of the golf course, which is gorgeous. It has a really neat layout. Part of it's on the water and kind of gives you a sneak peek of Long Cove itself, which is a private community.
I've never seen Long Cove. I would love to see it. So definitely something for golf lovers to go check out.
Brims on the Bluff will be having a Fizz and Feathers event on the 4th from 6 to 8 p.m. And you start with some bubbly tastings and then you go on to hat making. It's a very limited, so make sure to reserve your spot today. And Brims on the Bluff is a hat making shop that is super fun. I've been to it. I absolutely love my hat from there. They have so many different styles and colors you can choose from. And then you kind of accessorize it how you want. They have so much stuff and they have branding. I put 3 little dog paws on the back of mine for our 3 dogs. So it's definitely a fun experience, and I wear mine all the time too.
Yeah, you do. The paws are super cute. I love that hat.
The Westin will be hosting a Low Country Boil on March 7th. The Hilton Head Chamber Ball will be held at the Hilton Beach Resort and Spa on March 15th. And then we have St. Patrick's Day celebrations begin. Woo! So starting on the 15th, you have the Bluffton Golf Cart Parade and Sunset Party beginning at 3 p.m. The Salty Dog Cafe is having a Shamrock Scavenger Hunt on the 15th beginning at 9 a.m. Irish Fest also begins on the 15th with a great Irish music concert where they also have bagpipes and drums that will be held at the Tiki Hut beginning at 3 p.m. And then the festivities continue on the 16th with the Hilton Head St. Patty's Day Parade going down Pope Avenue beginning at 2 p.m. And a lot of the shops and restaurants will have deals going on, or they just have food, lots of food, drinks, sometimes prizes you can win too. It's so much fun. So we'll talk more about it when that's coming up.
Super fun event. Love that.
Wind Down Wednesday for our calls will take place on the 19th at the Village at Wexford. Wing Fest will take place on the 22nd at Low Country Celebration Park. Harbortown and Sea Pines will host their Spring Fest on the 23rd. The Outside Foundation will have a kayak cleanup also on the 23rd. The May River Manor will be hosting a Winter Wishes White Party on the 21st. Dancing with the Local Stars will take place at the Hilton Head Ballroom on the 23rd. The annual Hilton Head Wine and Food Festival will take place from the 23rd to the 29th with different events occurring, but the main public tasting will be on Saturday the 29th. The Blues and Barbecue benefit will take place on the 29th at Mitchellville Freedom Park. And Greg Russell concerts underneath the Liberty Oak Tree in Sea Pines will resume on March 21st until April 11th on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then some new and noteworthy news. There's a new restaurant on Hilton Head, Uncle Billy's Burgers. So One Hot Mamas, as we've said before, they have moved. They had kind of two spots with a walkway in between. So one side is Papi Tequila, which is now open. And then on the other side is Uncle Billy's Burgers, which is also now open, just open. So go try out some great burgers.
Okay, so that's everything that's happening in March in Hilton Head. Going back to last week, let's talk about our favorite new thing that we tried last week. So Jess, what was your favorite new thing you did last week?
We went to the Page Island Oyster Roast benefit that helped benefit the Outside Foundation, which is a foundation we absolutely love. It helps get kids out on the water. It helps to protect and preserve the local environments too. And it was so much fun. It was our first time. So we had to go to Harbor Town and we took a boat from Harbor Town to Page Island. It was about like 20 minutes. It was one of those huge boats. It had luckily inside area because it was a little chilly that day.
That was the most important piece. I was so worried. I don't love boats, as you all know, in the first place. And I was so worried about what the temperature was. It wasn't the warmest day in the world. It was like high 50s. What was it going to be like on the water? But we had a smooth ride and it was warm inside. They had the whole inside and then they had an upstairs as well if you did want to sit outside.
And then once you got there, it was super easy to do your check-in. And then you got a nice tumbler and a very nice oyster shucking knife. They had tables set up. And then you could also walk the island, which is super cool. They just have one long trail. It's a lot of boardwalk kind of thing, but you feel like you're in different places because it will be kind of deserted, and then it's a bunch of palmetto trees, and then it's Spanish moss, and then you're out by the water. So that was really neat. It was about 1.5 miles.
Absolutely gorgeous place. And really, from the time you get off the boat, they have the food ready. They had shrimp and oysters, obviously, and cornbread and all kinds of other goodies. They had cornhole, they had Jenga, they had a band playing, they had the silent auction, they had these seats overlooking the water. It was an absolutely gorgeous setting, and they had everything you could ever want. And it was from the time you got off the boat until the time you left, it was hopping.
Yeah, it was smooth sailing too. It made it so easy. Kids were there running and playing around. There were bathrooms, which is very important. Yeah. We had no clue if there would be bathrooms or not, and there are. They're nice bathrooms there, a bunch of them. So that was a lot of fun. And they had s'mores. They had a fire pit and s'mores. I love s'mores. So we had I would say it was so much fun.
And if you are thinking about going, they do recommend that you bring your own waters and some drinks. So we brought some Gatorades. I brought some Diet Cokes. It was really like the nicest picnic of all time on this gorgeous island with this beautiful setting. It can't recommend it enough.
Yep, and it's every year in February. And again, it's hosted by the Outside Foundation. It helps benefit that great organization. So hopefully we'll go again next year.
Definitely go check it out. All right, and as always, we're going to answer the people. And the question we've been getting asked most often lately is about waterfront dining on Hilton Head Island. So Jess, what are the waterfront dining options on Hilton Head Island?
So starting on the north side of the island, there is Sunset Grill in the Hilton Head Harbor. And then moving down just a little bit, right off of 278, is Crazy Crab on Jarvis Creek, overlooking Broad Creek, beautiful. And then you have the Skull Creek restaurants, which most people know of. Boathouse, Dockside, and Hudson's are all right there together. But up the street a little bit is a newer restaurant, Benny's. So it's only about 1 year old, has a gorgeous rooftop there. Moving to the middle of the island, you have Shelter Cove Marina, one of our favorites for date night, Ella's on the water. And then you have San Miguel's, which is Mexican, and a little further over is Scott's Fish Market. So lots of different options there. South side of the island, so in Sea Pines, you have Quarter Deck in Harbor Town. You have the Salty Dog Cafe, everybody knows that about, in the South Beach Marina. And then you have Coast, which is right on the beach, which is awesome. And right above Coast is the Ocean Lounge. So it's a little bit nicer, fancier, gorgeous view of the ocean. And lastly, on the beach is the Tiki Hut. Right there at the beach, the ocean, live music's fun. Great times at all of them. We love them all. I love their donuts. They're so good.
Their food is amazing. These are so good.
OT's first time.
I haven't had their bagel yet. I'm a huge bagel fan.
I've been raving about them so much. So.
Oh, I can already tell.
Right.
Firm on the outside, soft on the inside. I can already tell this bagel is A+.
Exactly.
This bagel is awesome. This is a top tier bagel, best bagel on Hilton Head Island. If you want some bagels, you have to come check it out at Sweet House.
Tony Ann will give me some to take home to you. They don't make it home. I end up eating them in the car.
You got to try a bite. Yeah, Drew's going to come in and try a bite.
You come into the shot. You want to come in the shot?
Come in the shot.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
That's really soft.
That's soft on the inside. It's so.
Very good.
A+ bagel.
Very good.
A+ bagel.